As we grow older, losing weight becomes more complicated than it was in our younger years. For seniors, weight loss is no longer just about looking slimmer. It is about protecting muscle, preserving bone strength, reducing disease risk, and staying independent. Many older adults try traditional low-calorie diets and end up feeling weak, tired, or even losing muscle instead of fat. That's because aging changes how our bodies respond to food. Today, we will explore what science now shows is one of the safest and most effective weight loss approaches for adults over 65, a high-protein, low-calorie diet. This video explains why seniors struggle with weight loss, what research reveals about protein intake after 65, how this diet protects muscle and bones, and how seniors can apply this approach safely in daily life. Watch till the end for better understanding. Why weight loss is different after 60. After the age of 40, the body slowly begins to lose muscle and bone mass. At the same time, body fat continues to increase, often until the 60s or 70s. This combination creates a serious challenge. Less muscle means a slower metabolism. Less bone density increases fracture risk. More fat, especially around the abdomen, raises the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Researchers from leading universities have shown that many seniors lose muscle instead of fat when they diet the wrong way. That is why standard calorie-cutting diets are often unsafe for older adults. The role of protein in aging bodies. Protein is not just for athletes or bodybuilders. For seniors, protein is essential medicine for the muscles. Protein provides amino acids that help maintain muscle mass, support bone structure, improve strength and balance, increase fullness, and reduce overeating. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein, which means seniors actually need more protein than younger adults, not less. This is why international clinical guidelines for aging and sarcopenia recommend higher protein intake for older adults. The study that changed senior weight loss. A major study conducted on adults over 65 compared two weight loss approaches. One group followed a low-calorie diet with higher protein intake. The second group followed the standard recommended protein intake. Exercise was not required because many seniors struggle with consistent workouts. The results were remarkable. Seniors on the high-protein, low-calorie plan lost significant weight, mostly from fat, preserved muscle mass, maintained bone strength, reduced dangerous fat from the abdomen, hips, and thighs. Improved markers link to longer life and lower disease risk. Meanwhile, the control group lost almost no meaningful weight. This research confirmed something important. Weight loss after 65 must focus on fat loss, not muscle loss. Why this diet is safe for seniors. Doctors specializing in obesity medicine agree that a high-protein, low-calorie diet is one of the most reliable ways for older adults to lose weight safely. The goal is not extreme dieting. The goal is adequate protein, controlled calories, complete nutrition. Preserving bone density during weight loss is difficult at any age, but maintaining it is achievable, especially when protein, calcium, and vitamin D are adequate. This approach supports mobility, independence, daily energy, long-term health. How seniors can apply this diet. For many seniors, eating enough protein while reducing calories can feel challenging, but planning makes it achievable. Key principles include reducing refined carbohydrates and sugary foods, prioritizing protein at every meal, choosing lean, easy-to-digest protein sources. Examples include fish, chicken, eggs or egg whites, yogurt, dairy products, plant-based proteins if tolerated. Protein helps seniors feel full longer, naturally reducing calorie intake without hunger. If meal planning feels overwhelming, working with a doctor or registered dietitian is strongly recommended. Final thoughts for seniors. Weight loss after 65 should never be about deprivation or extreme restriction. It should be about strength, balance, and longevity. Modern research shows that a high-protein, low-calorie diet can help seniors lose weight safely, preserve muscle, protect bones, reduce disease risk, improve quality of life. If you or a loved one is considering weight loss later in life, remember, the goal is not just to live longer, but to live stronger. Always consult your healthcare provider before making major dietary changes.